What is this?
Watch it. What song is that?
Ariel. Out of the sea. Wish I could be.
What?
She's black.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh. She looks so pretty.
Oh my god.
Is Ariel actually black?
In this Little Mermaid, she will be. Okay. You excited?
Yeah.
It's coming out in May.
2023?
Mm-hmm.
Is it almost 2023?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that video, and there are many others like it, where these little black girls are loving the fact that Ariel, a beloved character to them, looks like them. And there are so many people out there, so many white people who are up in arms about a fictitious character looking like a black woman, being a black woman. Halle Bailey, congratulations. You are, from what we can see in 30 seconds, have done a great job with a beautiful voice. Disney, I applaud you on this one. You're showing more than most companies have shown in the last 100+ years. But the Little Mermaid being black, Aristotle says something to the effect of how every culture makes their art to look like them. And the art of white people, mermaids are white. But where did they get the idea of mermaids from? Well, the oldest thing that we can find concerning mermaids goes back to the Assyrian Empire. When a queen, I'm going to say her name wrong, but Shamaratma, became the queen for 5 years after her husband died until her son came of age. But during those 5 years after a civil war was put down, she expanded the Assyrian Empire throughout the Middle East, throughout the Levant. Her story was told for generations and generations. And when Alexander came and conquered that region, the story was told. And she was equated in their Hellenistic way of doing things to Aphrodite, and then the Triton, to the sea nymphs, to the sirens. And so the white mermaid came into play for Europeans. At least I give the Greeks a little bit of credit for saying that your Shamaratma is similar to our daughters of Triton. If they had went down into southern Africa, they would have said your Oshun is similar to our daughters of Triton. At least they found similarities. Whereas for you guys, you want it all to yourself. And we see this selfishness, this destructive behavior, this superiority complex when we look at things like this, like Othello being played as in blackface. When we see Genghis Khan being played by a white man. When we see the Prince of Persia being played by a white man. When we see your Jesus being portrayed as a white man. We've seen it in one of my favorite persons to ever live, Bruce Lee. Not only because of his physical attributes, but his philosophy of life. When he came up with the idea for the TV show Kung Fu, the networks wouldn't have it. An Asian man going around helping people and spreading great philosophical information. No, David Carradine played the part. And unwittingly as a child, I watched it. As an adult, you couldn't pay me to watch it. Although he did a fantastic job, Al Pacino in Scarface, he's Italian. He ain't Cuban. He could pass. But you cannot stand to see the people that you oppress come into their greatness. You cannot stand to see your beloved fictitious characters portrayed by black people or people of color. You hate it. You hate it with a passion in Game of Thrones. That for years, for seasons, you had nothing but white people. Now they're introducing black characters. Let me tell you a secret. The Moors conquered Europe for 700 years. Iberian Peninsula, Italian Peninsula. They were there during your Middle Ages. So if anything, your Game of Thrones is being more correct. I give credit where credit is due. Your Vikings sailed across the Atlantic in their boats. So did the Africans sail across the Atlantic in their boats. They both accomplished the same thing and didn't even know each other. That is the problem. You cannot deal with fairness. And once again, I'm going to applaud Disney for taking this step. Although Disney has had many missteps, in my opinion. I remember taking my kids out of the movie Shrek 2. Because of my own personal things, I did not think it was time for my children at that age to be introduced to the LGBTQ community. So with the ugly stepsister being a man dressed in drag, with Pinocchio wearing women's underwear, it was not time for my children at their ages to be introduced to that culture. I have no problems with that culture, but there's a time and place for everything. But I did not see your outrage. I did not see your outrage during that time frame. You didn't put down Shrek 2 for that. You left it alone. When the live action Cinderella had a gay black man as the fairy godmother, you didn't have a problem with that. Because something that would appear to emasculate the black man, you're fine with. You see, we all pick and choose our battles. But you're choosing the wrong side of history. Because history shows that the ideas of mermaids were an idea that was within people of color before it became something of your kind. But because Europeans did have mermaids, and other people of other races did have mermaids, you should actually applaud the equality of mermaids can come from different areas and have different skin tones. That everything does not have to be white. That black people, Asian people, Spanish people, all people have a part to play in this world. Which is why I think Disney chose the first song to be sung is a part of your world. Because you need to recognize what you think is your world is everybody's world. Remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself. Because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration. Get over it.